what's going on. We've got another round of rain later on tonight. Really, by around 2 o'clock in the morning, we'll see a pretty good solid slug of rainfall move in. Can't miss it. And there's been some thunder and lightning with some of this. I don't think that we're going to see thunderstorms out of this. May hear a rumble or two, but it's really too cool to see thunderstorms out of this. And you can see the whole thing still taking place. Upper level low is here, and the surface low is going to ride on northward, right on through here, and just offshore of us. It'll really kick parts of New England this time. This one that we had today, all the rainfall that lifted northward out of our area, this morning's rain turned into snow farther to the north. However, it's falling apart as this storm moves through us tomorrow and on up toward the Jersey Shore and Long Island. They'll get some very heavy snow. But Boston, the Boston area, won't get it quite as heavily as they have out of the past, 3 nor'easters where they've had extensive tidal flooding and huge amounts of snow. Here's where things are at 2 o'clock in the morning. A little bit more general rainfall into the area. Scattered rain at 4. Started to be a little more general, widespread again at 6 and at 8, but also we're starting to see this snow sneak a little bit farther southward. 31 to 33, and then 35, 38 into the south side. That's where things are by 10 o'clock in the morning. On to the noon hour, a mixture into the area. Solid snow a little bit farther northward. Scattered rainfall as the sun is out. I mean, it's not out, but there is nonetheless sunshine up above the clouds, and it's keeping things a little bit warmer. There is at least sunlight if there's not actual breaks in the clouds. There's about 4 o'clock. I do tend to think that a lot of this will be a mixture of rain, sleet, and snow, and then it'll turn to solid snow as soon as the sun goes down into the area. But it'll tend to dry out as winds become more northwesterly, and that'll put an end to some of the snowfall throughout the area. Still some scattered light snow bands going on over the eastern shore, even at 2 o'clock in the morning, and Virginia Beach as well. But then it's gone coming up by Thursday morning, and we'll see highs. I'm going on the low end of this. I think it'll be around 45, 46 Thursday during the afternoon. So that's what's going on in the short term. And this is what's going on in terms of the snow. I've lowered the snowfall totals. Flurries into North Carolina under an inch for most of the south side, up to around an inch for parts of the peninsula and up toward the Cape Charles area. 1 to maybe as much as 2 inches for the areas north of Williamsburg, Gloucester Courthouse, and on up into Northampton County. And then we get on up a little bit farther north. And yeah, I think we can see this 2-3 inches of snowfall. And there could even be a little bit more right at the top of your screen, right through here. But it's kind of out of our viewing area, except for northern Accomack County. Northern Accomack County could even get a little bit more than that. They'll likely get a heavy snow on up into the Delaware eastern shore, on up through Jersey, and on up toward Long Island. I'll look at what's going on for us. Got a little mist out there again. There was our noontime tide, almost 4/100ths of an inch shy of being a minor tidal flooding. It'll be minor tidal flooding at the noon hour. It was be at the midnight hour overnight, and as we are at the noon hour coming up tomorrow, 42 minutes after noon. 4.6, 4.7 coming up during the overnight hours tomorrow night. That's what's going on with that. So midnight, some scattered light rain. 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. We could see a little bit more steady rainfall into the area. Also, towards 7 o'clock, some steady rainfall. We'll see a wintry mix, changing over to some snowfall. Temperatures dropping, and then it changes to scattered snowfall once we get past about 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon and evening. 42 for a high, and then we'll see that temperature drop slowly on down throughout the day. 45 coming up on Thursday. Really, temperatures basically in the 40s each afternoon all the way to the weekend and next week.